Hi everybody, and welcome today to my video and presentation about another Lincoln, this 2011 Lincoln MKZ. This is a unique car, I think, because of its color, because you don't see too many that are red like this, and the sun is just starting to show itself, so we might get a little bit of sun on here so we can really see this paint. There we go. Look at that. It's almost like I told it to come out. Yeah. Those are some shadows right there from this tree right here, but the sun's just coming out so you can really see the color. It's called Red Candy Metallic. That's the name of the color. It's very pretty. It's a tri-coat pearl paint, so it's got a lot of flip-flop depending on the lighting you see it in, and then of course like any shadowing makes it look a little darker. But what a really nice car, and what a great car for the money. Very well depreciated, but still has a lot of life left. The best thing about this particular car is it has right at 100,000 miles. It just turned 100,000 miles. Matter of fact, I was driving it when it turned 100,000 miles. It has 100,100 and something, and it's a beautiful car. It's in excellent condition, and probably most notably why it's in most excellent condition is because this car has lived its entire life in Florida, specifically in West Palm Beach, Florida. So it's had a nice sunny, like it is right now, life in Florida. See how it's a lot darker on this side where it's more shaded when you're not looking at it in the light in the sun. Yes, so it has lived its entire life in Florida, West Palm Beach, Florida. It's only had two total owners. The last owner had it since 2017 when it had 29,000 miles. So that most recent owner had it for the bulk of the time and for about 7 years and 70,000 miles. It's low mileage. It's low mileage by any standards. It's low mileage for this car. It's low mileage for the year. You know, I didn't even really do the math before I started doing this video, but I know that's less than 10,000 miles a year. So definitely very low. The fuel mileage on these cars is excellent. 27 miles to the gallon on the freeway. It's only 18 in the city, but you know, your combined average should be somewhere in between 22, 23, but 27 on the freeway from this six-cylinder. This is the 3.5 liter six-cylinder, which is a very proven, very reliable engine. Great fuel mileage, you know, for a nice mid-sized car like this that's luxurious and comfortable, and it's packed with amenities and features, so we'll get into that. It has both original keys. The interior is called light camel leather, of course. So we'll get into the features, but I want to tell you about the service like I'm always excited to tell you, and how great the car is and how ready to drive it is. So if you like what I do, you can subscribe or give a thumbs up, leave a comment, leave comments about, you know, one that you own like this, and share about your car with the world. But service wise, this car just had, and also before I say this, you can see down the side here, this car has no door dings, no rust, no damage, no major scratches of any kind. It has a few stone chips on the hood that I'll show you a little bit later that, you know, were touched up, paint touched up, but it's in just as nice of condition as it looks. So the chrome's beautiful and nice. The wheels are actually excellent, and wait until you see under the hood, because under the hood, if you know how to look at a car and you know what you normally kind of see from a car from this area, from Ohio, versus a car from Florida, you'll see how spotlessly clean the engine compartment is, and how even every little nut and bolt doesn't even have any rust. But service just completed. 4 brand new tires. All 4 tires are brand new. They're all matching, the correct size for the car. The brakes and rotors, front and rear, are brand new. You can see that brand new shiny rotor right there. There's the tire tread. So all the brakes, all the tires, brand new. Now the sun just went away. What else? The tire pressure monitoring sensors were all weak. Their batteries were weak, so they're all brand new. So all 4 tire pressure sensors also replaced along with the new tires. Both outer tie rod ends in the front were replaced, new. both engine drive belts. They had just a little bit of cracking, but I don't like cracky belts and I don't like to do just one, so we did them both. So both belts, both outer tie rod ends, all 3 engine mounts. It's technically 2 engine mounts and a transmission mount, but they all kind of serve the engine and keep it from vibrating. It had just a little bit of a vibration, if you can see my hand there, at idle at a stoplight, and it was diagnosed to be the engine mounts. They did the 2 engine mounts. I drove it. It still had just a little bit. I'm very particular, and so I had them replace the only other one that could remain to have just a little bit of vibration, the 3rd one, and now it's perfect. It has absolutely no vibration. This car runs and drives amazing. Everything works on this car, and I will do a separate video of me driving it to show you it driving and give you my commentary and feedback, but it's a very nice car. Everything works like it should. So after the 3 engine mounts, a 4-wheel alignment and a fresh oil change. So to recap, 4 brand new tires, brand new brakes and rotors all around, both outer tie rod ends in the front, both belts on the engine, all 3 engine mounts, or 2 engine mounts and a transmission mount, and 4-wheel alignment and an oil change. Also of note, the battery is barely 4 months old. The battery is from January of this year, so the battery is darn near brand new as well. So all of that recent service was $2,200. So I'm gonna stop there and share this comment with you, because I get tired of people that ask me, oh, well, I found one of these MKZs and it's $1,000 less than what your ad says for this car. Well, you know what? Go buy it. Because I firmly believe that what I have for you here and what I've brought this car to be, completely turnkey and ready to drive. You can buy this car and you can enjoy it right away. You don't have to take it to a shop. You don't have to do anything to it. You don't have to go change the oil. You don't have to put a couple tires on it. You don't have to put brakes on it. Look how nice and clear and clean the headlights are. That's the difference. Okay, so $2,200 spent to make this car 100% ready to go and ready to drive for you. You can go buy one cheaper, but you buy a cheaper one and you're gonna have to spend some money to get it up to snuff or up to par of this car. On top of that recent service, this car also has very nice consistent service records, 22 individual records on this car of consistent care and maintenance at different shops down in Florida. So $40,000. This car, I have the original window sticker here on my clipboard. I'm going to show you in a moment. $40,000. This car was new. I mean, now it's 25% of that. So what a bargain. What a bargain. And it's loaded. Here's the camera right here in the trunk. Backup camera, blind spot. So let's go inside now and look over the interior. There's the blind spot monitor and the mirror. Keypad does work, and I have the correct code for this, so very nice. Keyless entry pad, one of the greatest things on other Lincoln cars. I've reveled at how amazing I think this is, and that every car should have this, because you could never lock your keys in the car. Just great to have. Let me show you all the wheels before we look at the interior. There's a little bit of spider webbing in the right here, as you can see, a little, but these are so much nicer because of this car coming from Florida than most would be from around here. I've seen a lot worse, at least from around this area. So a few little scuffs on this one, but who cares? It's a nice car. All right, now let's look at the interior and then wait till you see under the hood. It's so clean and nice and beautiful under the hood. Look how nice all this chrome is. There we are. Door panel, a little bit of wood on the inside. Everything works, like I said, like it should. Power windows, power locks, memory seat here. I like the two-tone of this interior. Kind of breaks it up, just like when you kind of just glance in here at the lighter colored seats and the darker colored floors and darker dashboard. I think it's very pretty. Here's our light camel. I will say something about this perforated leather. So even as I look at my screen right here as I'm recording this. It makes this center area look kind of dark. It really isn't that dark. I don't know why that happens, but anyway, it makes it look a little dark. It's not dark, it's clean, it's nice. There's a little bit of puff here in this section of the leather. With this perforated leather, it's hard to get away from that, you know, because there's so many functions of this seat. There's a blower in there that blows the heat, because this has heated and cooled seats. They work like they should. But anyway, I think it's still very nice for a car that's 13 years old. This outer bolster is nice and firm. The piping is in good shape. This car has side airbags. The Lincoln logo embroidered in the headrest. It has all of the original mats. There you can see how it snaps into the floor. Once again, that makes it look like it's dirty right there, and it really doesn't look like that, but the camera is so advanced it picks up on any discoloration. The mats are very clean. The car was just detailed, but it has all 4 original mats, and it has 2 original keys. So both original keys to the car and the owner's manuals. All right, so cup holders here. This armrest is in real nice shape. There is, there's an upper tray here, and then there's the lower compartment. There's a change holder down there. There's a power outlet, aux and USB, excuse me. Nice amount of storage right there. This car does have the Microsoft Sync system. So if you're familiar with that, or you've had other Ford or Lincolns that have had it, it's very nice. It works fantastic. It's great for Bluetooth and Bluetooth audio and all of that. Easy shifter, handbrake. Here's the climate control. Turn that on there. Heated seat, cooled seat, whichever, but you can't have both. And turn this down. Radio controls, and then the screen up here. So I like this screen like this. You can push this here, go to the Lincoln logo, back to the navigation. Here we're on the satellite radio. You can see a little equalizer there, or you can have the Lincoln logo over here. I kind of like this home screen, but you can click map here to see the full map. I just put it in reverse. There's the backup camera. It's really nice. It's really clear. It's got the parking lines. I mean, I think this would make an excellent car for a first-time driver, because it's a manageable size. It's new enough that it's got a lot of safety stuff between all the airbags and the side airbags and the blind spot and anti-lock brakes and all that stuff, but that's my opinion. So backup camera, the climate button here, you can do all your climate things here, or you can do it on the knobs down here. Radio, there's the satellite radio. Everything's touch screen if you want to touch instead of push buttons. Media, here's the media screen, Bluetooth devices, sync, Bluetooth, all of that. And then you can always kind of see like the temperature you're on down here in the corner. So there's that. And if you click the home button, then you kind of come back to here. So there's a little tutorial on that. Again, everything works like it should. Home link buttons for the garage door up here on the mirror. Sunglasses holder up here. Steering wheel is very nice. Has cruise control here, media controls here. The leather is very nice. There's a little bit of wear on this side. Someone favored this side a little bit, probably with a ring like mine or something. So a little bit of scratches on the leather, but it's still nice and smooth. It's not sticky or icky or anything like that. And of course it has the pretty wood here across the top. So overall, still very nice, and just a little bit of wear on that outside. Let me shut this door. There's the exact mileage, 100,136. So like I said, just over 100,000. All the gauges work correctly. There's no trouble lights of any kind. The gas is currently full, 400 miles to empty. If you push here in the info button, it goes through your average, which that isn't accurate, but average miles per gallon, instant miles per gallon, things like that, trip odometers, and then back to the distance to empty. In the setup menu, it'll show oil life and all kinds of things you can change. There's the blind spot monitor, on or off. It's currently on. Cross traffic alert, currently on. Easy entry, which moves the seat rear parking aid. So it also has, when you put it in reverse and you are using the camera, see it says rear park aid on. So it has beepers, you know, beep, 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 get, you know, more repetitious as you get closer to something along with the camera. So that's nice, and again, good for a young driver. What else? There's power mirrors, fully automatic headlights when it's in this position, and fog lights, which is nice. Again, won't forget to turn them on. Dashboard is in great shape here. I did want to show you the original window stickers. Let me get that out here. So it's just nice to have, nice to see. There's the fuel mileage, 18 and 27. There's the standard equipment right there. And then right here, these are the options. So the navigation with the blind spot and backup camera was a big option. And then the color was added some money for the red candy metallic. So the total price, $38,500. I mean, I was rounding at 40,000, but still, there's that. Just kind of crazy that it costs that much, right? I'm gonna push there to open the trunk. I'm gonna pull here to open the hood. Move the seat back up a little bit so you can see the back a little better. Yeah, pretty wild. $40,000. Back seat is really nice. There's one blemish here. It's very nice. The leather's overall nice and soft and smooth. The floors and carpets, there's the other mats, great shape. The backs of the seats are really nice. You know, it's very nice. There is a blemish here. Not sure what caused it. It may appear to you to be a burn. I agree with that. However, this car was not a smoker. Doesn't smell like smoke, doesn't have any evidence of smoke, at least not from the previous owner. Who knows, maybe the first prior to 2017, but there is absolutely no sign or smell or odor in this car whatsoever. I don't know, could be anything, could be a firework, could be, I don't know. So there's that, and then there's a couple tears in this perforated material. Not a big deal, just gotta be careful not to catch it or have anybody pull on it, or some kid or something. Not uncommon, this perforated material on a lot of cars. Acuras are really bad about this. It gets dry, and then if someone pokes something, it's going to rip, because the little holes are basically like pre-perforations that allow it to rip. So something probably poked that at some point that caused that. So if you're careful, shouldn't have any more. The pull down here, a couple cup holders. These seats fold down. I'll show you that in the trunk. There's this door panel. Let me show you the other side, and then I'll show you, and then I'll fold the seats down from the trunk so you can see how nice and easy they fold. This seat is very nice. Doesn't have any of the issues from over there. Clean, nice. All right, so I'm gonna leave this door open. Remember, I popped the trunk by pushing the button on the dash, which you can also do from the remote. The trunk is super clean, spotless, of course, like the rest of the car. You can see how nice and clean the jam is there. The bottom of the trunk, very clean. All the fabric here on the bottom is nice. The trunk mat here itself is clean. Underneath here, spare tire, a jack, and the tools are over there. All of this is nice and clean and tidy. So there's that. Now, it's a nice size trunk too. Very nice size. The seats, you can see the split. It's like a 70 or 30, I guess, split. You pull here, watch, boom, folds down. Pull here for the other side. So very easy, and look how much more room, and you can fit something larger, longer, bigger, you know, through there. So a lot of additional space by that being able to fold. Check that out. So very nice. And then you do have to manually put it back up like that, but it's pretty easy. Just a nice push. Oh, there's the sun. See the color again. So there's that. Making our way around here. My last Lincoln video was over an hour long. but it was about a town car. And I really, really love town cars. So I realized I probably should keep this a little more concise. This passenger seat, I don't think has been sat on very much. It, you know, obviously shows a little bit less wear than the driver's side seat. The material is pretty nice and tight on this one. It doesn't have that puffiness there. There's a little bit of color wear right here on the bolster, but I mean, again, it's nice, it's soft, it's clean, it's firm, you know, it's very nice. Very, very nice. So side airbags once again, power seats on both sides, which is nice. There's the final floor mat right here. Also, it has all of the original owner's manuals. I mentioned that when I mentioned that it has 2 keys. So 2 keys, all 4 original floor mats, the owner's manuals there. So what a nice car, right? Just a nice, nice car. Just a nice car, nice size. Look how pretty that door panel is with the two-tone and it's almost like a bird's eye maple wood trim. It's a nice car. It's just a nice car with the mileage. This car, I mean, the mileage is one of the greatest things amongst all of the features and the color, the pretty color. And I mean, there's absolutely no reason you couldn't get at a minimum of 100,000 miles more from this car. So with reasonable care and maintenance. All right, let me get this open. Woo, hot. All right, now, if you don't know, I'm gonna show you. Look how clean and nice. And when I say clean and nice, what I'm talking about is, look at the bolts here on the strut towers. Look how clean they are. And it doesn't matter, like if it was the same car sitting here that had been from Ohio or Michigan or Indiana or wherever, and these were rusty, it's not that it affects anything, but from a mechanic's point of view, they'd rather work on this car because it's easier to unturn those bolts. But it's just, you know, it looks nicer, and it's not that rusty bolts are a big deal. It's just that it looks nice. So there's that newer battery I was telling you. You can see the date code, January 24. But, you know, just look how clean. There's the AC line sweating, so you know the AC is working great. So clean and nice. I mean, all the plastics are clean. The engine cover. Look at the heat shield right there. Look how shiny. I mean, that barely has any rust or corrosion on it. It looks like brand new. The pressure fittings on the hose lines look like new. All of the insulation on those lines. I mean, everything is like new under the hood of this car. Look at the bottom of the hood. So clean. The hood pad is perfect. Look at the striker. Even this doesn't have any rust on the actual striker or the bolts. It's just something that only a car from a nice climate would have. So there it is. It's hard to see much under here, but as far as the actual engine, just gonna hover here for a moment so you can listen. Let me rev it up a little bit. I like to do that. But great engine. The 3.5 liter has used amongst the platforms of Ford and Lincoln. Great motor. Can't really rev it up too much. Yeah, can't go too high on the RPMs because it won't let you, but that gives you some sound there. But Lincoln MKXs have this engine, Ford Explorers have this engine. I mean, some of the F-150s, it's widely used. So great engine with a great reputation. So clean. All right. Hood prop rod, just like new. So there's the fog lights down below. I guess I could show you those turned on, and all work like they should. There we are. Oh, the sun's really blasting, but yeah, everything working and on like it should. I think that's everything I wanted to say and share with you and show you. But again, thank you. Thank you for watching. Thanks for subscribing, giving a thumbs up, leaving a comment. Leave a comment about your car if you own one. If you don't own one, I would highly recommend it. I think it's a lot of car for the money, like I said in the beginning. You know, especially a car like this, you know, right at 100,000 miles, definitely a minimum of 100,000 miles, or I mean, there's probably more, easily more if it's reasonably cared for, left of life in this car. Reasonable care and maintenance, not expensive to maintain or care for, look after over the years. You know, this car's a little jazzier being red and not just being silver or black or white. It's kind of got a little personality and a little more to it with the pretty color. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. Look for my test drive video on this. I will make that here soon as well, and give you my feedback and thoughts on driving this car, which is nothing but great. So peace, thumbs up, like, subscribe, ring the bell. Peace. Until next time, take care. Bye-bye.